Roads twisting hard where the shadows lie. Grip the handle, feel the engines roar. Freedom ain't a dream, it's the open door. Ride the storm, feel the thunder break. Cut the change and let the earth quake. Born to run, born to never fold. Heart of fire, soul of untamed gold. Night's a beast, it devours the weak. Steel and fire, the language I speak. Dust in my lungs, wind in my face. Speed's my temple, this road's my grace. Ride the storm, feel the thunder break. Cut the change and let the earth quake. Born to run, born to never fold. Heart of fire, soul of untamed gold. Ain't no cage that can hold me down. No leash, no chains, no goddamn crown. I'm a rebel, yeah, my spirit's raw. The world can't touch what the wild man saw. Ride the storm, feel the thunder break. Cut the change and let the earth quake. Born to run, born to never fold. Heart of fire, soul of untamed gold. Wheels screaming loud under a blood-red sky. Roads twisting hard where the shadows lie. Grip the handle, feel the engines roar. Freedom ain't a dream, it's the open door. Ride the storm, feel the thunder break. Cut the change and let the earth quake. Born to run, born to never fold. Heart of fire, soul of untamed gold. Night's a beast, it devours the weak. Steel and fire, the language I speak. Dust in my lungs, wind in my face. Speed's my temple, this road's my grace. Ride the storm, feel the thunder break. Cut the change and let the earth quake. Born to run, born to never fold. Heart of fire, soul of untamed gold. Ain't no cage
Wednesday evening, and welcome to the continuation of the second annual NASRA 500 King of Daytona. Tonight, it is the A's Lawn and Landscaping Qualifier number 13. You better put last chance on your next wording if you don't mind, Mr. Bigglestein Hopton, because this is one of 3 last chance qualifiers. We welcome you to the virtual world center of racing, Daytona International Speedway, and we're ready to go on this Thursday night. I'm Wesley Outland, Jacob Reeves alongside. The lineup is set, and we're ready to go. We'll get the lineup introduced here real quickly. Row 1, it'll pop up again and loop around. Here we go. Your starting lineup will go like this. Sean Corbett, Dustin Shepard on the front row in row number 1. Row 2 on the grid will find Jesse Baker and David Colbert. Row 3 tonight, we'll see the drivers of Dana Shepard and Ed Osborne. Row number 4 on the grid, Jacob, is Daniel Lawless and J.R. Miller. Top 10 as they are beginning to roll off pit road, we'll find David Gusty and Evan Carlbon.
And right behind them, going to be in row number 6, you find Jason Dismore. And right beside of him is going to be William Haley right there in row number 6. Row 7, Old McDonald had a farm. Larry McDonald with Shane Trotter right there in row number 7. And Jordan Tasby, that is the last driver. He will actually start in the 15th spot. Bertie LaBeouf, Cody Knott, TJ Moore, all of them on race control here this evening.
That's the way it goes. Notice lesser field of cars than of the week early. And wanted to let everybody know that these are the drivers that have not made it in this week into the duels. They have got one more shot to make it in. I believe I was told the way they're breaking these races down is drivers that have not either registered, last chance race with anybody that's not made it in to the duels or the NASRA 500. Oh, and by the way, I need to make a clarification to our audience, and this is on me and my mistake on my behalf, and I sincerely apologize. I'll take the blame for it. When I was looking at the way the rundown or the breaking down of drivers getting into the races were going, I kept saying that you're not locked into the NASRA 500 on Saturday. That is completely hashtag fake news. If you are one of the 12 last 3 nights or 4 nights from Sunday to Wednesday that won the last chance qualifier, or I'm sorry, that won the qualifying race, you are locked in. So 12 drivers are locked in right now to the NASRA 500. Those 12 drivers of the 12 qualifying races are in. Top 3 go into the duels. Everyone else goes into, I think it was top 6. So from 2nd to 6th goes into the duels. However, you can buy back. But I do want to clarify, 12 drivers, Jacob Reeves, a dozen are right now locked in to the NASRA 500 on Saturday night. They do have the option of obviously running the duels tomorrow. I would say take advantage of that. But whatever happens in the duels, those 12 drivers are guaranteed locked in for Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right, Wesley. And matter of fact, from what we're hearing, the LCQs tonight, you win one of these damn things, and you're going to the NASRA 500 as well, from what we're understanding.
Green flag is out. Ready to go for another 50 miles, 20 laps. A's Lawn and Landscaping last chance qualifier. Lucky number 13 is green. And I want to apologize to everybody out there for the confusion. That's a mistake on my part. And I meant enough to say that I apologize and I'm sorry to our audience. So 12 qualifying winners are locked into the NASRA 500. So right now, Sean Corbett is the leader over Shepard. They're door to door. They're working your way up 31 degrees, Jacob, into turn 3.
Yeah, Corbett and Shepard side by side. Corbett on the bottom, Shepard up top. Right behind them, Jesse Baker, David Calvert right behind them as well. Huge shove on the inside lane. Corbett will take the advantage over Dustin Shepard, but he'll fight back hard on the outside.
They come across the stripe. 1 lap down, 19 to go. 2.5 miles are exit as well. It is Shepard now up on the high side. Open the door to Corbett. Corbett now trying to get a lane going. He's also got friends with Baker and Calvert and Carlbon and Osborne. Some of these drivers new tonight racing on the outside of the back straightaway.
14 cars literally less than a second apart as the outside lane. Shepard, huge shove. Calvert shoves him all the way to the lead. Shepard jumps down, tries to take the inside lane. David Calvert said, "Thank you very much, sir. I'll take it up top." Calvert's going to the lead off turn 4.
We're watching these cars in small packs working their way down through the corner. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Remember, we have 3 last chance qualifiers going on tonight. This is race 13, but this is last chance qualifier number 1 as a couple of cars try to shake, rattle, and roll. Gusty and Dismore and Trotter have to play stack up as now on the inside, Calvert battles Shepard for the lead in 2.
Shepard trying to hold on for all he is worth. Calvert right there as well. A little bit of lane swapping back there. They're looking 3 wide. Trying to hang one of them out. Somebody way up on the top side. Is Calvert able to take advantage? Take it on the top side. Shepard down low. Door banging. Huge door banging back there behind them. Wow. Dana Shepard back there in the mix. All that as well off turn 4.
And somehow they all are able to keep that momentum going as they thunder across the stripe, going back into the corner. We're already 3 laps into it now. Calvert now leading the 41 who has struggled all week long in the qualifying races. He now leads them in turn number 2.
Oh, baby, David Calvert trying to hold on, and look who's right behind him, Dustin Shepard, Sean Corbett, and Osborne, Jesse Baker. That's the top 5 as they run. Outside lane, trying to form right back up, get it going. Shepard shoving right behind him, and Osborne up top. Osborne's got help from Jesse Baker, J.R. Miller, all these old boys literally working it out as all 14 of them up turn 4.
Very big shove, a very big push as Osborne now works on the high side. He'll go 2 for 1. He'll go after Calvert. He gets around Shepard. Now Osborne showing his momentum on the top side. Miller will follow as they work again in turn number 1.
Everybody really keeping it calm, cool, and collected. One of the races, literally, from what I can say, Wesley, the calmest race so far this week. Granted, it's got the less amount of cars, but nobody being super aggressive like we've seen earlier on in the other qualifiers. I think mainly it is because this is an LCQ. Everybody knows it is coming down to the nitty-gritty. If you want to make it into the NASRA 500, you got to finish good enough in this one. And David Calvert, Dustin Shepard, they're trying to do just that.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a confirmation right now from our race officials to let us know. I want to say it's the top 4 that advanced tonight, and I believe it is. And I have been given confirmation, yes, the top 4, not the top 2. The top 4 tonight go into the duels. They do not transfer to the NASRA 500, but they are in the duels. Calvert, Shepard, Corbett, Baker are those 4 right now. 5 in, 15 to go. They're on the super stretch going to 3.
Yeah, Calvert still holding on up 3 spots from where he started this sucker at, with Evan Carlborn right there in the 4th spot as well. Oh, we're getting a little sideways. We're mixing it up. We're wrecking off turn 4. Caution is out. First one of the night.
Multiple cars involved, the 43 and others caught up in it. Shane Trotter from Asheboro, I think, got a piece of it. So did Jordan Tasby and William Haley. Jesse Baker involved. A multi-car accident coming out of turn number 4, completing lap number 6 at Daytona.
Yeah, you see the contact right here. Jesse Baker looked like he tried to jump down, thought he was clear, was not. And then just bad luck for him, just getting spun around. A couple of others getting involved. You see the 43 back there getting involved as well. There was a hole that was there, Wesley Outland, but the bad part about it is Baker just jumped down just a little bit too late. and game over for him. Watch it again, looking at overhead at Osborne right back there behind him. There's Dana Shepard. Watch Baker. Baker, if he would have jumped down maybe about a half a second before he actually did, we would have no caution. We would have no issues. But Shepard, I mean, damn, the hole was there. He just waited too long and was clear for way too long. And finally, the hole closed up. Shepard got him in the left rear. Certainly not on Shepard's fault, or excuse me, Dana Shepard. The two Shepards in there, but it's not Dana's fault. Dana's rolling. Look, clear. Not. Bam! There it is. Got him in the left rear. Baker goes around, and we got a pile up.
Got a caution out over the racetrack as, again, so many good cars caught up in this one here. And, to answer your question, B-Square, obviously that's Brandon Broadfoot. And I mean, bottom line is this. We mentioned it. These are the last chance qualifiers. These will be crazy races. I think we just have a little bit of action here a little too early, but obviously that's the gamble that we take as we roll into the first last chance qualifier going into it. So yeah, we need to get clarification on that.
Yes. Matter of fact, yes, Wesley. I was sitting here looking at, they got an idea. Everybody, from what I saw a second ago, they have a deal going on where they actually have the dual lineups, dual 1, dual 2. And I went in there and I looked at it a while ago. And yes, LCQ race winner number 1 and race winner number 3 in the LCQs, they get locked into the NASRA 500. They'll be in row 4 as far as the duels go for tomorrow night. LCQ winner number 2, they'll be in duel 2. But if they win an LCQ race number 2, yes, they will be locked in to the NASRA 500. So win it again, baby. That's what Brady and Cody's basically putting it out.
Wait a minute.
Win it again.
Stop. You're confusing me. So if you win tonight, you're in the NASRA 500, right?
Yes.
And you're in the duels, obviously. You choose to run the duels.
Yes.
Second, third, fourth goes to duel 2, duel 1, duel 2.
Correct.
Right? Okay. Correct. Now we're caught up. All right. Everybody's talking 100 miles an hour. I don't know what the hell you're saying. So, all right. Now we're caught up. All right. All 4 go to the duel. The winner is locked into the main event. That's the best way of saying it. All right. We're going to pause for a minute on the radio, and we'll get ready to try to reshuffle this thing here in a minute, everybody. Early caution here in last chance qualifier number 1. We are back in just a moment.
You're listening to the CRN Community Radio Network. We now pause for station identification. This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
All right, we're back. To clarify, 4 drivers advance from the last chance races tonight. The winner goes in to the NASRA 500. Second goes to duel 2. Third goes to duel 1. Fourth goes to duel 2. They qualify for them. However, they are not locked into the NASRA 500. Only the winner of the 3 duel races. So now that we've got clarification on that, and everybody, I want to apologize. It's a damn headache to keep up with this stuff. I know it's exciting that we've been on the air since Sunday, but trying to continue to keep up with the formats and who's in and who's out and who's transferring and who's not transferring. Hell, I can't even tell you how many times people have bought back. I think some have done it 10, 12 or more. But bottom line is if you're wanting to make it in the NASRA 500, you got to do it in these last chance qualifiers, winning. If you're second to fourth, you at least go to the duels. There's going to be a lot of drivers that are going to be going home after tonight, Jacob. They're not even going to get a chance to run the duel race.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be a lot of heartbreak. I mean, especially for some of these guys that may have been racing ever since Sunday to at least try to make it into the duels. I mean that would be a straight up heartbreaker. I mean, that would really make you want to drink a whole bottle of liquor. If you have tried so hard all week and you just ain't been able to pull it off, that is got to be heartbreak.
Green's out. Green flag. Green flag.
We'll try this again and come back to green. Back on our way as we just reached the halfway mark. Next time by, 11 to go. Talbert, who has probably been one of those guys since Sunday night, buying back into all the races, leads them now on the inside. Talbert with Corbett. Here comes Carl Bond and Osborne right back on the outside at a 2.
Yes, Sean Corbett able to shoot it right around the outside, looked at everybody here, and LCQ number 1 said, hold my beer, watch this. Corbett takes it up to the front. Carbon right behind him, Dustin Shepard, David Calvert, top 4. They finished there. They're going to the duels tomorrow night. Ed Osborne like to try to mix it up back there. They're 28 back in the 5th spot.
Love the communication into the chat box as they come to the cross flags. It's 10 down, 10 to go. To answer your question, I believe that Brandon Broadfoot is the only NASRA regular that won a qualifier race. There's been some drivers of NASRA that have made it in to the duels by virtue of finishing in the top 6. But as far as a winner, it has only been the driver of Brandon Broadfoot. Right now, the leader is Sean Corbett. He leads them as we go into the second half of this race. Down the backstretch, going to 3.
Yeah, he is trying to hold on for every bit that he can. That being Sean Corbett with Carbon right behind him, front 4 single file, thinking about jumping to the top side. And David Calvert trying to get that second lane going up there, trying to mix it up, trying to roll up here, but just not a whole lot of help, Wesley.
Single digits now with 9 to go. Corbett now on the inside, hugs that double yellow line. He's got Carl Bond and Shepard right in tow, and then you got Osborne, Calvert, Miller, Dismore, all right there, door to door, as they all begin to shuck and jive back down the super stretch with Corbett holding on to the battle.
Yeah, Corbett really just basically pinning it down on the double yellow line down the Daytona super stretch going into turn 3. Carbon right behind him. Down front 3, they are single file. Calvert's starting to get a little bit of love, but the love is going to die off. One of them got hung out to dry. Corbett leads them off turn 4.
You're on board with now David Calvert, the Clover, South Carolina driver. On his driver left, that's Osborne. Osborne gets the clear. Now he pull up in front of Calvert's front bow as he's got to make an evasive move. And that green car and the yellow car in striking distance. We're 3 wide now in the back out of 2.
Oh boy, Ed Osborne trying to make what happened for the NASRA guys up here sitting in the 4th spot, trying to make the outside lane work. Corbett still leads. Carbon 2nd. Osborne, hell of a shove from David Calvert. They'll go all the way, literally trying to make it happen. Carbon cuts him off. They're going to hang out Corbett. Carbon to the lead off turn 4.
Brazil. Corbett turned. Oh no, and it takes the back. Osborne and others involved, spinning into the tri-oval. Almost the entire field imploded. Shepard caught up in it. And many more. Caution out. Miller involved. And it all happened with a bad side draft on Carl Bond. Oh my goodness, watch this again.
Wow. Looked like it was a tag team slam draft is what happened. Ed Osborne was right there in the middle of it as well, trying to roll. And just unfortunately, just everybody getting slammed at one time on the outside lane. I mean, they had the momentum, but when the front guy gets slammed, the second guy gets slammed all by the third guy. Hell, it was going all the way back probably to the 4th guy. Watch it again. Here you see it. Ed Osborne right there. He's getting shoved by Calvert. Calvert shoves up into the 78, which is obviously J.R. Miller, sends him around, and then after that is a straight-up free-for-all. Corbett, the only one looking like he got around it and got through it, and everybody else was just trying to make evasive action. I think only 2 or 3 of them really made it through. Everybody else got involved.
Yeah, big field of cars. Watch this again up ahead. Watch them again. There's Osborne. And he is right there with David Calvert. There's the shot. And right there, Osborne right to the back bumper of the 78 of Miller. And right from there on, other cars collected like Miller, like Dinsmore, like Shepard, Osborne, Calvert. What a bad luck he's had in Speed Week for the NASRA 500 King of Daytona. I don't know if he gets a chance to try to buy for race number 2. I think the way I was told is you only get to run one. His road to the King of Daytona might have just come to an end. I hate that for him and several other cars involved. And there's a look at it again. And there's that towing company, number 28 of Ed Osborne, one of our NASRA regulars, obviously. And to answer your question in the chat box, there's been only one NASRA regular that has won a qualifying race this week, and that was Brandon Broadfoot. Everybody else, Jacob Reeves, has either made it in that are NASRA driver regulars, finishing in the qualifying spot to make the duels, but nobody has made it in by winning the qualifier race that is locked into the NASRA 500 except for Brandon Broadfoot. And there's a look at another angle. Larry McDonald, man, I think he wishes he had a farm, EIEIO. Look what happened to him. The chickens are coming home to roost, and that's exactly what just took place out of 4.
Yeah, he about got himself in a bad spot right there. How about David Gusti right here, slid right through it. One thing I do want to note about this, though, Wesley Outlet, Sean Corbett.
Yeah.
Sean Corbett, he got through it. He was the one on the bottom side. Everybody tried to gang up and go around the outside and tried to hang him out and literally just shove him all the way to the back. The bad part was everybody got up top and tried to hang him out. All of them wrecked, and Corbett still got through it. So they tried to screw him, and he turns out he got them back.
Informed that you can run all 3 last chance qualifiers if you want to buy back. So you still got a chance to do it. And obviously, as we mentioned, we're taking the top 4. The winner of the qualifier races go in to the NASRA 500. Everybody else from second on back will go either in duel 2, duel 1 third. Position third is duel 1. Finishing 4th will put you in duel 2. And I also want to emphasize that's tomorrow night, the duels, the 150-mile-an-hour twin qualifiers here in Daytona. You have to run. You have to run the duels. The duels have to be ran by everybody that is locked in. Now, let me emphasize on that, Jacob. What I mean by that is you just have to take the green flag. If you're one of the 12 or 15 winners that are automatically into the NASRA 500, you are in the race on Saturday, but you have to take the green flag for the duel on Friday night tomorrow. If you don't, then you pretty much put yourself in a bad spot. And obviously, you're going to start way in the back, and, you at least have to take the green, bottom line.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what they got to do. And one thing about this, though, Wesley, if you think about it, is, we've seen some of these guys, that have won these races, and some of these guys that have finished second or third, and then they were, able to make it to the duels, and they were following their teammates, and their teammates was getting up there, and they was winning, or they might have finished second or whatever. But, they had teammates that got already locked into the NASRA 500. This would be a perfect time for those guys that have already got themselves locked in to possibly be, now I don't know 100% on it, but to be in races with their teammates and try to help them advance to get them into the NASRA 500 come the dual races tomorrow night.
Sure.
So those winners, literally, I mean, they can throw caution to the wind, see what happens, but also if they got teammates in that duel, they can try to help them out to try to get some more help for themselves for the 500-miler come Friday night, or Saturday night, I mean.
The field will come back to green with 4 laps to go. Lap 17 of 20. Remember, there is still a chance at an overtime. 1 attempt at a green-white checker. if need be. Back underway.
Woo!
Oh, A's Lawn and Landscaping Qualifier, last chance race 13, going to be a doozy. As here comes now, drivers leaning on one another. There's contact up the hill, down the hill. Look at Miller powering down the inside. He'll make a move on Shepard and Tasby. They'll get the clear on these guys. It's Gusty's in the dogfight in second out of 2. We got a car spin into the back. He's on the bottom of the apron. We stay green.
Yeah, I'm going to have to throw it just as how hard they were door banging, Wesley. I got to do it for the first one of the night. They were absolutely wearing each other's doors out, door banging. There was beef as Corbin and Gusty are away as Shepard tried to run them down in the third spot.
Well, it's not over yet. Here they come, storming down to the tri-oval. Everyone's single file. It's a conga line, and there's some separation amongst the cabooses. Here they come, back into the corner. 3 to go now. The leader is Corbett. Here comes Gusty now. Look at Tasby. Watch the outside. Watch Jordan Tasby of the 94. Here comes the 24 car. They make contact. Both cars bonsai off one another. They spin to the bottom of the apron below the double yellow line. Tasby out of it. Other cars out of it. We still stay green as they rumble to 3.
Yeah, I am shocked that they're not throwing the caution for this, and we've already had 2 wrecks and nothing has happened. But Corbin, Gusty, J.R. Miller, and Larry McDonald, if it finished like this, they would be in the duels come tomorrow night. Corbin still with the lead, Gusty giving it a shove, hitting the line.
It is like the process of elimination. You move the wrong way and you are gone. There's the transfer spots. 2 to go, 5 miles remaining. Corbin in the lead. He's on the inside. Everyone tucked in line with Gusty, followed by Miller, McDonald. Those are the transfers. Osborne 2 spots on the outside looking in down the super stretch.
Yeah, top six rather, right there on your screen, lined up, trying to make something happen. Good God almighty. Jordan Tasby said, looky here, I want to get into the middle of this. Now you got the top 7, have got themselves less than a second coming to the white flag off turn 4.
Here they come, working through the shade into the tri-oval. Here, the white flag of the air, presented by Darren's Detail and Shine. Last chance qualifier, number 1, has had calamity. It's had its share of thrills and spills, but this one will run to the finish. Corbett leads them. There's a battle behind them, door to door behind the leaders in 2.
Door to door for second, Larry McDonald, David Gusty, Sean Corbett leads them all at bay, going down the Daytona super stretch. 3 of them up top, rest of them down the bottom. And here comes Larry McDonald, trying to get the eggs in the basket, throw them all in there, trying to win it at LCQ number 1 and try to make it happen. They door bang through 3 and 4.
Here comes Osborne, that silver car up on the outside, trying to transfer into that final spot. Here they come. McDonald with the push. There's contact. They're crashing behind the line. It is McDonald to win. Timing and scoring is going to show Corbett second, Gusty third, Miller fourth. They crash coming out of turn number 4, and it all goes away for Ed Osborne. He was about 200 yards shy of being in the transfer spot. Miller will take it. McDonald, Corbett, Gusty, Miller are in to the duels tomorrow night. McDonald is in the NASRA 500 as being the last chance race 1 winner.
Wow, how about that? And honestly, I mean, from what we're hearing, had a minute of repairs that he had to get done. And also at the start, believe it or not, if we was looking, I was looking at the interval right there at the start in the first 5 laps, he was 3 seconds back from that 14-car field we were talking about. Well, there was 15 cars in this race. He was sitting in the 15th spot. That first caution come out, got Larry McDonald back into the pack, and Larry McDonald able to survive. We saw him survive the big one off of 4 as well. McDonald gets it done, and he wins LCQ number 1.
What a comeback for the man for the Buckeye State for Dega Pros. Larry McDonald, EIEIO, was involved in the big one. He was able to come back, and as I said earlier, the chickens have come home to roost, and he has laid the golden egg. McDonald has won the last chance qualifier, number 1, race 13 in the road to the NASRA 500 King of Daytona. David Gusty will finish second. Sean Corbett third. Junior Miller is the last transfer in. Everyone else can buy back and run again, including Jordan Tasby, Jesse Baker, Ed Osborne out. Daniel Lawless, David Colbert, Jason Dinsmore, Jacob, your top 10. Larry McDonald, the winner.
Yeah, Dustin Shepard coming home 11th with obviously right behind him, Evan Colborn right there in 12th, William Haley, Data Shepard, hate to see it for Data out there in the 14th spot, Shane Trotter, the 15 drivers here in LCQ number 1, race 13 of the week. Brady LaBeouf, TJ Moore, and Cody Knott, the race directors.
We're taking a break. When we come back, we are going to grab the top 3 drivers and speak to them. Qualifier race 14, last chance race number 2 on deck. What a race to start it on this Thursday night. Getting closer to the king of Daytona. Saturday night, 7 Eastern. Hit that like and subscribe if you ain't done so. We're taking a break and we talk to Larry McDonald next. Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. With over 20 years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience, they proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantle, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library, we can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number, 904-874-3442. That's 904-874-3442 to book today. Florida Cabinet Distributors, craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime. We welcome you back to our coverage from Daytona, the NASRA 500, King of Daytona, presented by that towing company. Jacob Reeves, Wesley Outlet here with you, and we welcome you to the Florida Cabinet Distributors Winner's Circle Victory Lane. And joining us right now is Larry McDonald. Larry from the Buckeye State of Ohio. Larry, congratulations, man. I'm understanding you're telling me you had some issues with the car. You got caught up in the big wreck, but somehow the Micro Center entry still busts in to win the last chance qualifier. Oh, and by the way, you're in the NASRA 500. How does that feel?
Well, first of all, thank you. And yeah, the car, the throttle stopped calibrating. Luckily, I had John Ward, part of Dega Pros, keeping me calm. And I didn't get caught up in that wreck, though. I didn't touch anybody. I was clean, ready to go. And as far as advancing, I was hoping to push Sean, but I'll take the win any way I can get it. And, we'll see what happens.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there's the thoughts of Larry McDonald, the man out of Bucharest, Ohio, has put himself into the NASRA 500. Let's grab now second and third. Jacob Reeves is standing by with those drivers.
Yeah, I'll start off with Sean Corbett coming home with a P2 here tonight. I'm sure he'll take it all day long. Sean, buddy, what a LCQ, what a race here at Daytona. You got, obviously, Larry McDonald. McDonald was cool with pushing you, but he ends up having to get around you. Was there any way that you might have could have held him off?
He cool with pushing me. He was cool with passing me and throwing a sandwich out the window. Said, "Here, have a sandwich." I don't know about the pushing. It didn't look like that highline had the momentum, which is why I stayed low and didn't come up and get in front of him, to be honest with you. But are you sure about I thought I got third, but you guys are saying second. I know I came across sideways, so whatever y'all saw, I didn't see it. Somebody pushed me sideways, but hey, I'll take it. That's all I got to say.
Showing that you got second, Sean, so you'll take it all day long, I guess, from Wilmington, North Carolina. Sean Corbett in the 045 gets it done with P2. We'll go to the finisher of P3. That is David Gusti. David, am I saying that correctly? Gusti, am I saying that right?
Oh, it's Justy, but it's okay. Don't worry about it.
Justy. Okay. My apologies on that. But David, wild race right there. Everybody kind of door banging, all kinds of chaos and everything. Talk us through that whole last lap and trying to get into the top four, at least to make it to the duels tomorrow night.
Yeah, it was crazy. I got a little front end damage on the first caution there. Decided to stay out for the rest of the race, but coming out of 4, I was pushing 285. So I was thankful that I didn't blow there, and ended up getting P3. So it was a great finish for me and my Delmarva Motorsports team.
That is the thoughts of the 026 of David Giusti. Ends up getting a P3 here tonight. Thank you very much to both of those guys. Back to you, Wesley.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is the way it shakes down at the end of our Florida Cabinet Distributors Winner's Circle victory lane for post-race in A's Lawn and Landscaping qualifier number 13, last chance qualifier number 1, and there's the finish. Though the car is sideways across the line, you see it right there, and I believe there is conversation about the finish. They are discussing it, so there might be a change. So they might be giving David Giusti the number 2 position and Sean Corbett 3rd. Let's rewind it one more time. It just depends on what front nose of the car crosses the stripe first. And it does look like David Giusti is the one that will be credited for second. Unofficially, according to race control, that's not our decision. They'll have to decide it, but obviously that is the way it will go. We're going to take a break, everybody. We're going to end race broadcast number 1. When we come back, we'll get you ready for last chance qualifier number 2. For everybody at NASRA, Brady LaBeouf, Cody Knott, TJ Moore, Joshua Suss, Roll Meza, Robert Richards, everyone in race control. For Bengals, Dean Hopton, Jacob Reeves, I'm Wesley Outland. Hit that like and subscribe. We're coming back live for last chance qualifier number 2. Larry McDonald wins the A's Lawn and Landscaping qualifier number 1.